John joins us now from an undisclosed location to explain. And John, you did ask us not to tell anyone where you are, and we will respect that. You say that Google and laziness are the two biggest things eroding privacy today. What do you mean by that?
Well, Google makes its money, and so does Facebook and almost every online company, by collecting information. If it didn't collect information, it would go broke. The information it collects is, where are you? What are you buying? What are you doing? What do you like? What do you dislike? And it's an intrusive system that has invaded every part of our lives. And it's not just Google. It's most of the free apps that you download. You give permissions, like you can turn the camera on, listen to you, send SMS messages, read your SMS messages, read your emails. It's astonishing the freedoms that we have given up, or the privacy that we have given up willingly. That's laziness. Google needs to have another paradigm for making money, because this cannot continue. If we have no...
You say Google...
Go ahead.
You say Google's not the only company. You're singling Google out now. What other companies would you point out?
Well, I would say Facebook would be number two, but Google is by far the front runner in the invasion of privacy for the average citizen. It's shocking how much Google knows about you. Now, Google would have you believe that if you have nothing to hide, then why would you care? I have to take issue with that. Privacy is a very important right that all humans have. I mean, there are some people, for example, that may be having affairs. I hear that happens. Some people may call into work saying, I'm sick today, but they're not really sick. We all tell little fibs. We all have privacies that allow us to lead a tolerable existence. If these things are taken away, then if we're practicing an alien religion in the Baptist Belt, we're going to have a very hard time if we can't keep that to ourselves.
Now, one of the things you said you've done to protect your own privacy is gotten rid of your smartphone. You've already gotten rid of it, and what's that like?
You know, I used to change phones every week anyway. I'll talk about it a little in a minute. I think the biggest thing that I've done is I started, and this is why I went to DEF CON. I wanted to announce my new website, brownlist.com. And it's a way to give power back to the little man. It's ostensibly a complaint site where you complain about something. I was audited unjustly by the IRS, whatever. But you can't just submit a complaint. You have to submit a solution. These solutions and complaints go into the pie, and as people read them, they may add their own solution. These solutions are then voted on. It's a way to get anger out of the negative arena and back into the positive arena. We already have 100,000 users per day that are filing complaints from everything from, I got a parking ticket unjustly, I got a speeding ticket, Exxon is dumping oil in my backyard, my congressman sucks, whatever. But you have to have a solution with it. I myself am going to be on Monday posting my own complaint, that is, the Belizean government is trying to kill me. I will be putting all the documentation in, including videos, the whole ball of wax. And there'll be a lot of people who are very embarrassed. And it is a well-known fact that people are after me. My security guards at DEF CON, there was very strange activities in an attempt while we were there. And it all stems from beliefs. That's where the money comes from. I mean, there's a company in Daytona Beach, Florida called AAI. For example, we had a video of a man named Gene Lewis from Las Vegas hiding behind a tree with his phone sticking out trying to take a video of me. When he was caught, he ran away and pretended like he was on the phone. All of this data is going to go online. So this is how I am using my own website to complain about things that bother me.
I do have to ask you about Belize. I mean, last we checked, the case had gone cold. What have you heard? Have authorities contacted you at all? What is the latest?
Well, see, I was never charged. I was never even suspected. They just wanted to question me like they questioned all of my neighbors. I just chose not to be questioned. So there are no charges. The only thing they did is they admitted that they confiscated all of my property and auctioned it off. It was a lot of property, by the way. It was every penny that I had. So You know, the U.S. government is happy with me. I have no outstanding warrants. I have a few parking tickets, and that's the extent of it.
So why the need for secrecy then? If you're innocent, if you didn't do anything wrong, why not disclose your location? Why change smartphones as often as you can?
Because really the Belizean government has paid a lot of money to remove me because I continue to speak out about Belize. And I do have all of this evidence about vast corruption in Belize. They do not want that released. It could bring the government down, or certainly the Prime Minister, who I have on tape, ordering the murder of people. I mean, this is, it's a dangerous thing to have. They want to silence me. I don't like to be quiet. That's very obvious. I will not shut my mouth, so that's my problem.
Now, beyond the tech products you've been building, you're also working on books and movies. What are the status of those projects, and who should play John McAfee in the feature film?
You know, I don't know who's going to play me. I hope it is not Danny DeVito, but the feature film is coming out in, I think, 8 months. Spike TV is doing a 2-hour documentary, and they're choosing the director now for that. That should be coming out in a shorter period of time. There's a book coming out. There's the MG. Well, who's doing it? Paramount's doing one based on Josh Davis's ebook. I have nothing to do with that one, and I do not particularly care for Josh Davis as a writer. But again, that's their thing.